Merry Christmas and Happy Friday to one and all. I hope you all had a wonderful, fun Christmas with your family, with your friends. I hope it was great. Mine was great too. I had a fantastic Christmas. I had a Christmas at my husband and I went over to my sister's house and just had a really lovely, lovely Christmas Eve. It was great. It was a beautiful time. Thank you to my sister for inviting us over. It was great. My name is Doreen from More Creative Clothing. Um, let's see. I sew my own garments. I'm looking at my notes here so I can remember all the things I want to get to today. Um, I sew all my own garments. I've created a YouTube channel because I wanted to be amongst the community of people that are sewing their own clothes, dyeing their fabric, all the facets of sewing garments, whatever it takes. I'm addicted to fabric. I'm about to go out and buy some more fabric. I have been buying some fabric because I've run out. Not run out. Shouldn't say that, run out. But I'm starting to lose my huge amount of fabric that I've had. So it's time to get out there and just enjoy buying fabric. I'm here because I like to show off, like to show you guys what I'm making. I enjoy showing the things that I've created. And I also like to, if I can say something that can help other sewers out or people that haven't really gotten into sewing that much and they happen to be here, which I thank you guys for being here. Anyone that's showing up, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much. There's a lot of YouTube channels out there in the sewing community. That's a good thing. But the bad thing is it's hard to find all of us. So I'm here, like I said, to show you guys what I've been doing and also to give you guys some hints, something that is maybe that you've forgotten about, or something that'll help you out in your own sewing, just to move things along, just to help you out, to make life easier. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is, let's see, there's about 4 things I'm going to show you. I'll have them all up on the screen here so you can see what they are. The first one is that you'll see is my Christmas dress. I really didn't need to make the Christmas dress, but for some reason I get into this and I say, oh, I've got to make a Christmas something for Christmas dress. I didn't need to, but I did it. I've worn this a couple of times. It's very Christmassy. It's very nice. I really do kind of like it. I'll show you where the pattern came from. Hang on one second here. This dress that I made comes from this pattern. Basically what I did is I combined the first 2 layers because all I wanted was the 1 layer of it hanging from here. So I just kind of did it, just cut the thing off where I could to make that angle. Once you make that angle, there's not much to it. What I did find is, so that I didn't have a seam kind of scratching at me from here, not scratching, but just kind of rubbing a little bit. And I wanted here to not have just a little facing, like a, I wanted the neckline to be completed, finished off in a very nice manner, with no bumps, no lumps around here, as sewing people tend to find sometimes when they're doing a facing with just a strip of fabric and bend it over, fold it over and sew it down. Sometimes that gets a little bit, it doesn't always work out beautifully. I have found I often like to just create a lining from like here on up. So when I So the lining is just, you just fold it, you don't have to do anything to it. You just kind of, fold it under. And then what I did, when I had the lining, then I sewed the lining about around here just to hold it in place. You can do it here at the sides to hold it in place, but I also did right here to sew it in place, just to have it stay, so it holds better when I get in and out of the garment. So that one worked really nicely. The next one, let's see, yeah, it's a Christmas top. The Christmas top, I'll show you the pattern. The pattern's up there, but what I did here, for me, because I got very small shoulders, so I ended up somewhere in here, I ended up, because I have small shoulders, I needed to bring it up because it just was too big. It didn't look right. So I cut the whole thing in half, not in half, but I took a section out and brought it up. I ended up by bringing up 2 inches. So what you see on the screen of the top, it's already, you can see it's big enough. That's 2 inches cutting and bringing it up. 2 inches. I just simply brought it up and went, here, I'm cutting this thing up. That's what I did. I'm trying to think if there's any, oh yeah, what I did with this also, which was 2 things that I did to this. I put that button in there. There's no button, as you can see from the pattern. It's just there. Well, I did, oh, yeah, and I made the facing here that you see, that is that's an extra piece that you see. I made that piece out of a different fabric. Not a different, I'm sorry, out of the backside of the fabric that you see, of the whole top. That's the other side of the fabric. It worked great. So I had that, I did that, and then I put a big button in there just to do something different, just to show it up. And the last thing is, on the bottom here, instead I hemmed it up, but it ended up by it wasn't a very flat, it kind of a fabric. It ended up by kind of sticking out, almost like a ruffle kind of. It not that bad, but still, it kind of just, it came out. It didn't lay flat. So I said, the heck with it. I took that up. I took out the hemming that I did, and then I just sewed. I don't have it down here right now, but I just sewed right above. After I took the hem down, I sewed above it, and then I just grabbed some of the actual fibers. Oh, I'm going to go up and get that just to show you. I'm going to go upstairs to the closet and get it. So hang on 1 second here. Okay, so here's the top. And you'll see as I get to it here. Well, it's too hard to get into the camera. So I took the hemming up. Can you see? I did that stitching. If you can see at the very bottom, it's hard using 2 hands up here. I stitched above it and then started taking taking it apart at the bottom. Just getting that feathering. That's what I did. I just took all of that down. And every now and then I go up here and I go up to this thing and I just cut off a little bit more of too much extra that's hanging. So you can see that I did that. And it looks just fine. No one can tell that it's even done. On the back, very back of it, I did this weird little thing, but it needed to be done. I did this on the very bottom. I put that elastic, see the elastic? And so now it does in the back. It just brings it in because in the back it stuck out too much. I didn't like it. So that's what I did. and just brought it in like that. So when you see from the side, as a person stands up, this doesn't come charging out. It just is a nice, kind of stays in with it instead of coming way out. I hope that makes sense. So that is that one. Okay, and then the leggings. I made 2 pairs of leggings, which the one white one may not be worn that much right now, because it's too summery, but I wanted to see if these still fit. You know, if the leggings, I have these in a I have these in kind of a separate envelope, in not a separate envelope, but a separate pattern piece that I stuck into the folder with it. That's made out of a different pattern tissue paper, because I really have gone back and forth with these leggings to get them to fit right. So that's what I did. I have it on a separate piece, separate type of tissue pattern. There, I think that made sense. And so I laid that out on that one just to try it, and it worked. So then I made another. I needed to have another wintry pair of leggings, and I didn't have that many in my stash of fabric that were for winter. So I'm going to go out and get some more. And actually, I'm not going to do as many more leggings. I might do another pair just because I wear leggings so much. But I think I'm going to start doing skirts, just longer skirts, comfortable skirts. That is actually what is on my table of things to do. I got it laid out. And I wanted to mention a couple of things just to help anybody out with a, you know, kind of a nice idea. You know, in ready to wear, in tops and sweaters, they have the extra little thing that they have, like a little ribbon. It's clear or it's out of a different color, whatever, but it's hooked right in here, and it's to help it hang on the hanger better. I started to do that now for my own stuff. Just stitch in right at the, and do the same thing as ready to wear, because things were starting to hang down and not hang on the hanger. I'm going, why not do the same thing? So I started to do that, and it works quite nice. I like it. I like it a lot. You have to have the right type of hanger, the one that has notches in the hanger itself, and I have those. So that whole idea is working well. So that was my first thing that I wanted to say as a hint. And the second one is I got from Pattern Scout. She mentioned doing, and a lot of people are doing it, but I wasn't, having a pegboard. I have now 2 pegboards up there. I've been able to clear off one of my shelves in my room here, free for for fabric for my next projects. I can have that shelf now free, and so up there I got all kinds of different containers. It works well. It works beautifully. I just go, that's my go-to spot. And it's easy. I don't have to dig for things like I had over here when I just had them all sitting in an area. I had to kind of dig around. Now I just go, oh, up here. Oh, here it is. It's so nice. I really like it. So anyway, that's it for me. Here is my wonderful cup. I don't know if my husband buys these or I buy these, but taking it one stitch at a time, ladies. Goodbye. Happy holidays.